The Collapse Survivor app will literally save your life. It offers weekly simulations of collapse threats and the difficult decisions and resources you'll need to survive when a real pandemic hits, the electric grid is taken down, or any one of the hundreds of threats we face hits. And this app provides real warnings from the Fortitude Ranch survival community's Threat Watch and member warning system. The extra hours or days warning you get of a real developing disaster can save your life. We face a high and growing likelihood of a disaster that could lead to a collapse, the economy not functioning, and widespread loss of law and order. You need to be prepared to survive without electricity, police protection, no food production or distribution, no water systems working. And you need to act quickly, immediately when a collapse is beginning, to do last-minute preparations and get to the safest place to survive the collapse. The Collapse Survivor app helps you learn about preparedness in an exciting, fun manner and gives you real warnings when a collapse disaster is starting. This is a real threat warning issued about the mutations in the H5N1 virus, which used to be called avian or bird flu, but is now spreading and mutating in dozens of mammal populations around the world. Experts say it's inevitable that this H5N1 virus, 60% lethal to humans, will become human-to-human transmissible, yielding the worst disaster in human history. The most valuable feature of the Collapse Survival app is the real threat warnings that will be pushed to your phone if a big disaster is imminent. If a deadly virus has started spreading, the grid is about to go down, an asteroid is inbound, a cyber attack is underway, you want as many extra minutes and hours of warning as you can get to warn your friends, do last-minute preparations, and get to a safer location. The app delivers the disaster preparedness threat watch warnings, watching to see if a solar flare is about to take down the electric grid, asteroid and volcano warnings, media reporting, CDC, World Health Organization, and other virus tracking services, and many other threat watch sources. For the cost of a visit to a coffee store, you can get the first alert service from your Collapse Survivor app all year. It's 99 cents a month for this app. In any disaster, some people will take advantage of the chaos, disruption to police, to loot, and many will kill to survive. There are over 1 million gang members in the United States. The 2 million Americans in prison will have to be released if the grid goes down or a bad pandemic occurs, turning them loose with no preparations, well-trained in violence, to now look for a place to shelter and steal food. In a situation where people fear they may starve to death, many more people, perhaps most, will turn to looting. If the collapse is prolonged and severe, many will kill to survive. The future experience you get from these hyper-realistic collapse simulations will educate you on better preparedness and faster decision-making in a real collapse.
The veil between civility and brutality is razor thin. So imagine what will happen if there is no food, no power, and no money, and no transportation for 3 weeks, 3 months. Only people with guns and the boldness to go and take what they need to survive will live.
This is an educational as well as an entertaining program that realistically simulates the issues you'll have to deal with in response to a disaster or event that leads to a collapse, the loss of law and order, and breakdown in society. Disasters are inevitable. Our increasingly complex and interdependent economy is more prone to breakdown, and many people are eager to loot and do much worse in a disaster. This simulation is the best estimate of experts on what is likely to happen as you would likely experience it. There will be lots of confusing information, rumors, panic, and uncertainty. You will have to make quick decisions that, along with your advanced preparations and luck, determine life or death for you and your group. The goal of this app is to help you learn and improve your odds of survival. The simulation will give you realistic threats and survival challenges, tough decisions you have to make, with your preparedness and decisions determining whether you live or die. You'll get future experience of living through a collapse, dealing with both the moral dilemmas and survival decisions. Depending on the scenario, you may have to deal with no functioning municipal water systems, starvation, marauding gangs out stealing and looting to survive, and severe mental stress. This app will teach you how to improve your preparedness, your survival skills and knowledge, and improve the probability of staying alive in a real collapse. The simulations are based on military-style command post or tabletop exercises, laying out a scenario and developing simulated problems that you must react to and decisions you must make. Depending on your preparations and skills, your location, and the severity and duration of the collapse, you may live or die. The app will notify if you do die, but you can continue playing the simulation even if you suffer simulated death. There are other features now on the app, like the ability to record and keep track of your preparedness stockpiles. The app also has some of the best training preparedness videos from a wide variety of sources. More features to improve your preparedness and odds of survival are coming in future updates. For the price of a coffeehouse visit, you can get great edutainment with Collapse Survivor. Improve your knowledge and skills and get real threat warnings to have valuable extra hours notice of a pending collapse. You can download the Collapse Survivor app on any Apple or Android phone.